Hi, this is Munson from Munson Music. I'm going to talk about how you can strum through a song called That Ain't My America by Lynyrd Skynrd. And if you want to play along with the recording, what you'll need to do is do something called drop tuning. So you have to retune your guitar and kind of go to your tuners and loosen them up just a little bit to get the E flat, B flat, G flat, D flat, A flat, and E flat. But we're just going to do this lesson in standard tuning, and we're going to start on a G major chord. And when we play G major, first finger goes to the A on the second fret, second finger on the low E string on the third fret, and the third finger on the high E string on the third fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. Now another G major you may want to think about through the song though is if you take the first finger on the A string second finger on the low E string third, and take the third finger and go to the B string on the third fret, and then the pinky on the high E string on the third fret. That's another way you may want to think about playing your G majors through the song. And then from the G major, we'll be going to a C major chord. When we play C major, first finger goes to the B string on the first fret, second finger on the D string on the second fret, third finger on the A string on the third fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major chord. It sounds really, really happy. Now another C you may want to think about through the song though is something called C major 9, where you play C major 9. First finger goes to the D string on the second fret, second finger goes to the A string on the third fret, and the third finger goes to the B string on the third fret, pinky goes to the high E on the third fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major 9, so you could kind of make that change with just two fingers kind of going between the G and the C. And that's basically our intro, is just alternating between G and C. Now, normally with a song like this, though, to make it more interesting, I like adding something called a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. And this would be a really slow down, down, up, up, down, up. You'd have G with a down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, up, C, down, down, up, down, up. So you may want to think about using that for the intro. Although what I think really feels like through the song is something called a 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is right now, if you're tapping your foot to the beat, right now we're dividing that beat into two parts with our down, down, up, up, down, up. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is where you divide that foot tap into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of my favorite 16th note strum patterns is long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. And what I mean by that is if you take the G and do it down for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's what you're doing on the first beat. Then on the second beat, you're doing it down on 1, down on 3, up on 4. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Then on the third beat, you're doing an up on 2, down on 3. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. And then on the last beat, you're going down, up, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So all together, you got down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. So we tried our intro that way. You'd have G with a down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, C down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, G down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, C down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. Now randomly on that G chord though, there's this really cool lick where you could play the A string and do a hammer on to the second fret. So I'm going to play an open A and putting my first finger down with enough force to carry the sound to second fret. And then you play open D and then kind of go on to the C chord. So that might be something else. And you could even throw in bass notes with the strum pattern too. We'll talk more about that later. But you can take the G with kind of a low E bass and then the down, down, up, down, and then throw in the lick and then go to the C with an A string for your down, down, up, down, down, up, down, G with low E bass, down, down, up, down, lick, C with an A bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So you want to think about that too. That might be kind of cool. And then from there, then we go into our verse part. And our verse starts with that same G, C change. But then we go to an E minor chord, and we play E minor. First finger goes to the A on the second fret. Second finger goes to the D string on the second fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds like E minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. Now through this song though, you may want to think about something called E minor 7, where you take that shape and you take the third finger and add it in on the B string third fret, pinky on the high E string on the third fret. And that sounds something called E minor 7. You may want to think about that for your E minor. And then from the E minor we go to a C major, and then there's this really cool hit in our verse where the bass line is actually kind of playing third on the low E string, second on the low E string, open E, open D, and then third on the A, and then open D. And the notes we're playing, we're going G, F sharp, E, D, C, D, and then we kind of hit a G at the end. And you could just use just that bass line for that part, or you could back it up with chords. And we backed it up with chords that the G note on the low E string gets backed up by a G chord, but the F sharp on the low E string gets backed up by a D chord. And there's a couple different ways you may want to play it. Normally D major, you do first finger on the G string, second fret, second finger on the high E string, second fret, third finger on the B string on the third fret, and if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds a D major chord. It sounds really, really happy. Although that first D really sounds like it has an F sharp in the bass. And one way to play that is something called D slash F sharp, which means a D chord but with an F sharp in the bass. And one way to do that is to take the first finger and go low E string, second fret, second finger on the G string, second fret, third finger on the high E string, second fret, and the pinky on the B string on the third fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a D chord with an F sharp in the bass. Now, another way to do that is to kind of take your D major chord we talked about and take your thumb and go over the low E string, second fret. And that's kind of a bluesy way to kind of cover it. Another possibility is something called D sus slash F sharp, which is where you do first finger on the low E string, second fret, second finger on the G string, second fret, third finger on the B string on the third fret, and the pinky on the high E string on the third fret. So kind of related to the C major 9 and the G voicings we talked about. And so you could kind of back it up with kind of a G, D slash F sharp, E minor, D major, C major, D major, and then kind of hit your G with your strum pattern at the very, very end. So we tried that with our down, down, up, up, down. We really only have enough time to really do downs on kind of that push. And then everything else would have our whole strum pattern. So we have G with a down, down, up, down, up, C, down, down, up, down, up, G, down, down, up, down, up, C, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, 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 C, down, down, up, G, G slash F, minor, D, C, D, G, down, down, up, down, up. Now if you're using the 16th note pattern, you've almost got enough time to get kind of a down, down, up on those chords for that push. So that might be kind of a cool variation as to try doing down, down, ups. So we tried it that way, we'd have G with a down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, C, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, G, down, 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 C, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, minor, down, 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 C, down, down, up, down, down, G, down, down, D slash F sharp, minor, D, C, D, G, down, down, up, down, down, up. And then from there we'll be going into our chorus part. And our chorus goes from G major to E minor to C major to G major, and then we do a G major, and then an E minor, and then a C major, and then a D major. And then we kind of end up on kind of that same hit where we got the G, D slash F sharp, E minor, D, and then we do a C, and then it sounds like we do kind of a G slash B. And then we go to an A minor chord. And the way you play A minor, first finger goes to the B string on the first fret, second finger on the D on the second fret, and third finger on the G string on the second fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds like A minor chord. That sounds really, really sad. Now, randomly, because of the other voicings we're doing, you might want to think about using an A7 sus. The way you play A7 sus, first finger goes to the D on the second fret, second finger on the G on the second fret, third finger on the B string on the third fret, and the pinky on the high E string on the third fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that might be something you might want to think about for the A minor chord. And then from there we go to a C major chord at the very, very end, kind of with our whole strum pattern. So the weird part about our chorus actually is right where we got kind of a push, almost like in our verse, where we do the G, the D slash F sharp, E minor, the D major, but then it sounds like we do kind of the C major, and then our bass line kind of goes to the second fret on the A string, which we kind of back up with the G chord. And then we go to the A minor with our whole strum pattern, and our C with our whole strum pattern. So we're doing our down, down, up, down, up. On that part, you might just want to do downs through the chords, kind of G, D, E minor, D, C, G, A minor, and kind of going into a strum pattern on the A minor. So a lot of the other chords have too, and so there's only really enough time to do kind of a down, down, up on those chords. So we tried it that way. We'd have G with a down, down, up, E minor, down, down, up, C, down, down, up, G, down, down, up, G, down, down, up, E minor, down, down, up, C, down, down, D, down, down, up, G, D slash F sharp, E minor, D, C, G, A minor, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, up. Kind of go into a little piece of our intro actually for our chorus tag. Now we try it with our down, down, up, down, up. Well, we could do a long down, down, down through a lot of the chords that are halving. And then when we get to kind of that push, we get to work it the same way that we're doing with kind of our verse, where we do kind of the down, down, up, down, 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 D down, down, C down, down, G down, down, A minor with a whole strum pattern, and then C. So we want to kind of try it that way. So we try that all the way through our whole chorus. With the 16th, we'd have G with down, 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 E minor, down, down, C down, 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 G down, 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 G down, 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 E minor, down, down, C down, 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 D down, 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 G down, down, D slash F sharp, E minor, D, C, G, A minor, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, C down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. And then from there, then we'll be going back into kind of a little piece of our intro. Now we talked a little bit about bass notes earlier, and actually that might be something you want to try and add through the song. And a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, up, you could throw in a bass note for the chord. So for instance, on the G chord, you can do the low E string for your bass note. On the C chord, you have the A string for your bass. On the E minor, you'd have the low E string for the bass. On the D, you'd have the D string for the bass. On the D slash F sharp, you have the low E string for the bass. And I mentioned this chord in passing, but kind of there's that push on the chorus where you want to do something called G slash B, which is where you do a G chord, but you use the A string for your bass, and that kind of brings out a B note in the bass. It's called G slash B. So we tried that intro part with kind of a bass down, up, down, up. We'd have G with a bass, down, up, down, C with an A bass, down, up, down, G with low E bass, down, up, down, C with an A bass, down, up, down, up. Or we could try adding basses to our 16th pattern. And we have G with a bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, C with an A bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, G with low E bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, C with an A bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So then we tried our next verse with kind of a bass down, up, down, up. We'd have G with a bass, down, down, C with an A bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, C with an A bass, down, down, E minor low E bass, down, down, C with an A bass, down, down, up, G, D slash F sharp minor, D, C, D, G with a bass, down, down, up. Now with our 16th pattern, where we're doing kind of the down, down ups on that push, you may want to try doing kind of a bass down up through that part. It could be a very, very cool thing to kind of try. You know, kind of bring out a little bit of the chord on each one too. So we tried our verse that way. You'd have G with a bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, C with an A bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, G with low E bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, C with an A bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, E minor low E bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, C with an A bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, G with low E bass, D slash F sharp low E bass, E minor low E bass, D with D bass, C with an A bass, D with D bass, G with low E bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And then from there we'd be going into our chorus part. So we took our chorus and tried with a bass down, up, down, up, kind of working off the 8th note part. Then the weird part is a lot of our chords end up with just kind of bass down ups to kind of half those chords at the beginning. And then we kind of end up with our push. Now on that last C, G change before the A minor, you may want to do kind of a C with it and try and kind of bring out the A string note, G slash B. You might want to try and bring out the A string note. So So we're just working down through that push there. So, but you can kind of bring it out a little bit before the A minor. So we try that with our bass down, up, down, up. We'd have G with a bass, down, up, E minor with low E bass, down, up, C with an A bass, down, up, G with low E bass, down, up, G with low E bass, down, up, E minor with low E bass, down, up, C with an A bass, down, up, D with a D bass, down, up, G, D slash F sharp, E minor, D, C, G slash B, A minor with an A bass, down, down, C with an A bass, down, down, and then if we try that with our 16th pattern, actually we can kind of work that push that same way and kind of do it as kind of a bass down up through those chords. So you have C with an A bass, G slash B with an A bass before your A minor to kind of end off that chorus. The rest of our chords that are halving, you might want to work kind of a bass down through those chords. So we tried it that way. We'd have G with a bass, down, E minor with low E bass, down, C with an A bass, down, G with low E bass, down, G with low E bass, down, E minor with low E bass, down, C with an A bass, down, D with a D bass, down, G with low E bass, D slash F sharp, E minor, D, C, G slash B with an A bass, A minor with an A bass, down, up, down, C with an A bass, down, up, down. And then from there, then we go into our bridge part. And our bridge starts by just mixing up some of the chords we've talked about. We start on G, and then we go to a C, and then we go to an E minor, and then we go to a D, and then we go to a B minor chord. We play B minor. First finger goes across the entire 2nd fret, second finger on the B string 3rd fret, third finger on the D string 4th fret, and pinky on the G string on the 4th fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a B minor chord. It sounds really, really sad. Now, if you're just starting out, you just want to avoid the bar chords. Another possibility for that is to take first finger and go to the high E on the 2nd fret, second finger on the B string 3rd fret, third finger on the G string 4th fret, and if you strum the top 3 or the top 4 strings, that's another way you can play B minor. If you're a little bit more adventurous, you can take third finger and go to the D string 4th fret, pinky on the G string 4th fret, make it a little bit thicker. Another possibility is to play something called B minor 7. When you play B minor 7, first finger goes to the A string on the 2nd fret, second finger on the G string 2nd fret, and the third finger on the high E string on the 2nd fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E, that sounds like B minor 7. Another way to play B minor 7 is to kind of do first finger on the A string 2nd, second on the G string 2nd, but take the third finger and go to the B string 3rd, and the pinky on the high E string 3rd. So it looks a lot like that C major 9 G voicing we were talking about. That might be kind of a cool way to kind of work the B minor. And then from the B minor, then we go to a C major chord, and then an A minor chord, and then we kind of half a C major, and then we go to a D major. So with our down, up, down, up, the weird part is on the C chord, we just do a down, up before that very last D chord. So we tried that all the way through our bridge. We have G with a down, up, down, C, down, up, down, B minor, down, up, down, D, down, up, down, B minor, down, up, down, C, down, up, down, A minor, down, up, down, C, down, D, down, up, down. Or if we added basses to that, we'd have G with a bass, down, down, C with an A bass, down, down, E minor with low E bass, down, D with a D bass, down, down, but the B minor's got an A bass, down, down, C with an A bass, down, down, A minor with an A bass, down, down, C with an A bass, down, D with a D bass, down, down. Or if we tried that with our 16th pattern, the weird part is that C right before the last D, and we could do just kind of a down, up on that one spot. So we'd have G with a down, up, down, up, down, C with a down, up, down, up, down, E minor, down, D, down, up, down, B minor, down, up, down, C, down, up, down, A minor, down, up, down, C, down, D, down, up, down. Or we could add basses to that, and we have G with a bass, down, up, down, C with an A bass, down, up, down, E minor, low E bass, down, up, down, D with a D bass, down, of our bridge tag, we end up going back into our intro. So we kept that going with kind of our bass 16th pattern. We have G the bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, C the A bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, G the A bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, C the A bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. And then from there, then we go into kind of our last verse, and this is almost like a psych out verse, where we do just kind of downs on G, and then a down on C, and then a down on G, and then we kind of do a big D chord at the very, very end. So it's just kind of the stop time thing. And then we go into our last chorus, and on our last chorus, right after that, the last hit, well, actually, it just kind of happens straight up. So we try it with our 16th bass pattern. We'd have G with the bass, down, down, E minor with the bass, down, down, C with an A bass, down, down, G with the bass, down, down, G with the bass, down, down, E minor with the bass, down, down, C with an A bass, down, down, D with the D bass, down, down, G with the bass, D slash F sharp, E minor, D, C, D, A minor with an A bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, C with an A bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. And then from there, then we go into our outro, which is just like our intro. We got kind of a G, C, big C major at the very, very end. But that's the basics of how you can strum through That Ain't My America by Lynyrd Skynyrd. So good luck!